The NFL that needs to happen, and my hunch is it will happen. That's coming up.
All right, looking forward to it. Well, a meme went viral showcasing the fact that Tom Brady has now been to as many NFC championships as the Dallas Cowboys have since 1997. Dak Prescott definitely took notice, replying to the post by tagging Zeke Elliott in his comment and writing, quote, "Hold my crutches." Shannon, did you like Dak's response here?
I know after 25 years, Tom Brady has been to as many NFC championship games as the Cowboys. Not America's team. Not the one that God cut the hole in the roof so he can see the smile down on them. Not those Cowboys.
Those Cowboys.
What? Even Dak laughing at y'all. And he the quarterback. I love it. And guess what? You better hope Tom Brady don't get to the Super Bowl because that's going to cut into y'all TV appearances next year. Because Aaron Rodgers there and Tom Brady, so that's going to cut into Jerry. Jerry going to be upset about this. Now that they didn't make the Super Bowl, that y'all not going to be on TV as much as y'all used to be.
So I guess as a lifelong Cowboy fan, I found Dak's response mildly amusing, but it was funny sad because it reminded me, hold my crutches, that I got a quarterback who hasn't yet been signed by the Dallas Cowboys.
Exactly.
Who is facing a career-threatening injury. And he's saying, Zeke, hold my crutches so I can limp over there and defend our honor.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me feel pretty confident, doesn't it?
He said what he needed you to do is to hold my crutches while I go over here and sign this $200 million check so I can heal up quicker.
Which I haven't earned.
Hey, he earned it. Don't do that, Skip. Don't do that.
Because I'm 7-13 in my last game.
Don't worry.
Right?
Hey, what are the Cowboys? Now, you do realize this is 1997. If I'm not mistaken, Troy, Emmett, and Mike was on the team since 97. Am I correct? Okay, so Tony Romo, correct?
Next question, Jenny.
We're on time. Skip, I'm sorry. We will address it tomorrow. Undisputed is back.
my pad. I'm
time
leaving.
tomorrow morning. Good stuff, guys. The herd is on now. We're done. Have a good one. Sunday with the NFC Championship presented by TurboTax Live as Tom Brady and the Bucs take on Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Pre-game coverage starts at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app. I'm already counting down the days. Well, let's talk about this matchup a little bit more. Tom Brady, we know it. He's got 6 Lombardi trophies and 4 MVP awards. Aaron Rodgers, though, he's no slouch either. He's expected to win his 3rd MVP this season, but has only gotten to 1 Super Bowl in his 16-year career, trying to get back. Skip has said repeatedly that Brady is the GOAT, but Shannon has said several times on this show that Aaron is actually the better quarterback. So, Antonio, please help us settle this thing. Who has been the better quarterback, Brady or Rodgers?
Career-wise, give me Tom Brady any day of the week. And I say that because he's done a lot more with far less on his roster. I mean, he's only had 1 year where he's had Randy Moss and the guys. And I mean, if you include this year with 3 all-pro receivers that he's had in the lineup. But give me Tom Brady any day of the week just because what he's done while he was in New England and the little bit that he did have to go out and go win 6 championship rings with the caliber guys that he had on that offense side of the ball.
So let me ask you a question, Crow. Is defense important?
Defense, this is a team sport, the ultimate team sport.
Okay.
This is always important.
So in Brady, 20 years in New England, he had a top 10 defense, 17 of those 20 years. Rodgers has had 3 top 10 defenses. Rodgers has had 1 top 5 scoring defense, and that was the season in which he won the Super Bowl. Tom Brady has 8 top 5 scoring defenses. When you look at Rodgers has thrown 412 touchdown passes, 89 interceptions. The question I have for you, if Aaron Rodgers is in New England, do you believe he has more or less Super Bowls than Tom Brady? Coach Belichick in the same situation.
I think he still had less. Because he couldn't work with the guys that he had. He has to have big-time caliber receivers to succeed in his offense. And it shows that from Greg Jennings to James Jones to Jordy Nelson, all these guys.
If you don't mind, okay, he needs all of those guys. If you don't mind me asking, when those guys left Aaron Rodgers and went to other locations, can you tell me what they did once they left Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, they fell off the.
Why?
I would say that. But you got to think, most guys are what? Scheme guys. If you can scheme a guy, that's the same thing where you put Nani Osawa. You put him from Oakland and go to Philly. What did he do? He fell off the cliff.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what a quarterback does. It's the people that surround him in that scheme that helps him to produce the points the way that he needs to go. And they can go somewhere else and fall off. That doesn't mean anything at all.
For me, I believe Tom Brady is the most accomplished. But for me, one game, given the exact same set of circumstances, I'm gonna take Aaron Rodgers. If you're gonna give me Coach Belichick and that coaching pedigree, I'll take Aaron Rodgers.
Shannon
so
Sharp.
Taking Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah.
So why Aaron Rodgers couldn't beat New England? The games I think Tom Brady was suspended on. Why he didn't win that game?
No, Tom came back.
Yeah, he came back, but he didn't play that game.
Yeah, he played.
That's the same game that the offensive lineman returned the what's the name on?
Return the kick.
Yeah. So tell me why Aaron Rodgers? You want to bring up these defenses and everything else, and how great Aaron Rodgers is. And I'm not taking nothing from because Aaron Rodgers is a heck of a quarterback. But at the end of the day, when Tom Brady wasn't there, he still couldn't beat Tom Brady without Tom Brady.
That's the defense.
New England without Tom Brady, it doesn't matter.
So
he still had all his weapons still, and
Shannon
somebody
Sharp.
else beat him with far less.
What would have happened if Aaron Rodgers had actually gone to New England and been there in the Tom Brady run? I say he would have lasted about 2 practices with Bill Belichick because he couldn't have stomached him. Aaron couldn't have handled that because Aaron's got too much diva in him. He's got too much star in him. Tom had to win in spite of Coach Belichick. He had to overcome him. He had to save the locker room from Belichick. He had to be, to me, the greatest leader in the history of team sports to try to win in spite of a coach who didn't give him much help, decreasing help on offense, and was very difficult to get along with during practice and film sessions because it was his way or the highway. So to me, Aaron wouldn't have lasted in that environment to start with.
I believe he would have lasted, Skip, because I think the thing is what happened is that it all depends on how you start, Crow. It's like when you go to a hard coach, if that's your first, like dealing with Tom Coughlin coming in as a rookie is a lot different than dealing with Tom Coughlin in year 5 or year 6.
Definitely, 100%. I mean, but just like you said, it's all about how he goes into it. I mean, Aaron Rodgers got drafted with Mike McCarthy and everything that was going on with Brent Favre, and it's all about how they come into it. But at the end of the day, we're saying who's had a better career overall between Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers.
More accomplished.
I'm taking Tom Brady any given day of the week.
One thing, let me ask you this. Okay, right now, Tom Brady, the Tom Brady he is, and he gets a coach like Coach Belichick, could he play for him right now?
If he gets him right now?
Right now. Tom Brady's like we got Tom Brady.
I know, but he just found nirvana in Tampa. He said, I'm finally having fun.
No, the Tom Brady that we know, Coach Belichick wasn't his coach. Okay. And he gets a coach like Coach Belichick right now. Okay. You think he could deal with it?
If he were a young player or now at 43?
Now.
I don't know. It's such a hypothetical. He chose Arians because he knew he could actually finally have some fun.
That's my point, Coach. He got Coach Belichick when Coach Belichick got Tom when Tom was young, so he could do that. Okay,
I want to remind you. You just said like one game for your life, you're taking Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tom Brady.
Okay. Tom Brady has won 6 Super Bowls with 6 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter or overtime. He's been off the charts great late in all those Super Bowl games. And they all came down to the wire, and he won the game with a great drive to set up, I'll give you a field goal, but a lot of times a touchdown. Yeah. And he's also won 2 AFC championship games against Jacksonville. They're down 20-10 in the fourth quarter, and he throws for 124 against Saxonville. And against Patrick Mahomes, in an AFC championship game in the cold and wind at Kansas City, in overtime, they win the toss, and he converts 3 straight 3rd and 10s. It's impossible. It's never been done before. I don't think it'll ever be done again at that high a level with the stakes that high. And you're saying you'll take a guy who's played in 4 NFC championship games and played, by his standards, lousy in all 4 of them. All 4 of them. He's 1-3 in championship games as Aaron Rodgers.
Skip, do you realize this? Only twice in Brady 43 playoff games Has this team given up?
Welcome back. The Herd is coming up next right here on FS1. Let's head over, check in.